Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the second episode of our podcast, Let's Talk Shop, wherein we talk about all the real things that help us design students take a step forward in our design learning and make us industry ready. I am Rhythm Jain, your host for today, and we are in conversation with the renowned academician and researcher in the field of design, Ms. Suhasini. She is also an exemplary communication consultant and she weaves amazing narratives and stories for her clients. We are super excited to have you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rhythm. Happy to be here.
So, ma'am, my first question for you would be that we as design students should not restrict our learning just to the class assignments. We need to step out and we need to showcase our skills and talents in front of the world. So how do we find the right project which will not only help us enhance our skill set but will also give us the right amount of confidence which we need to face the set of challenges in our journey?
Finding the right project is always a challenge because projects won't just come by and drop in your lap. So I always advise my students that self-initiative or self-initiated projects are one of the best ways to actually develop good projects, especially when you're a student, because you have mentors all around you, you have guides all around you, your teachers are there, you have an infrastructure and you're learning. So self-initiated projects is what I would advise for making a better portfolio as well.
So in order to self-initiate a project, how should I present myself in front of the world? So how should I make a strong social media presence in order to do that?
So social media is a very, very integrated part of all our lives today, especially for you guys, as you're going out into the world. In fact, most employers today in any industry do check your social media feed as well if you're very active on it to see you as a personality. So that is something that you should keep in mind. That's what social media is for. So it's a great place to showcase yourself as who you are, to showcase your varied interests, to showcase your talent, to showcase your personality, and also to show your creative content. So that's what you need to work on, to create stories, to create narratives. That's what people get interested in. That's what they're attracted to. So even if you want to put yourself out there as a designer, you want to showcase your designs, there should be a story. There should be a narrative, even if it's an image.
So in order to create stories, in order to create content, we have to reflect who we actually are.
Definitely. You need to really reflect, you need to introspect, and you need to explore yourself. And that will only come with doing more things. And in your journey as a student, you should experiment as much as possible because this is the best time for you to do that. It gives you absolutely no boundaries and you can go wherever you want with experimenting. So you should definitely try and do that.
Okay. So content creation, putting ourselves out there in the social media platform, and also building a strong portfolio is what makes us industry ready. So what can be the key elements that we should definitely incorporate into our portfolio?
It should be genuine. It should be true to you. That is the key, right? You should definitely showcase yourself and it should reflect your design aptitude. It should reflect who you are and it should also reflect your understanding of design. That's very important. So in this journey of yours of say 4 years of the course, you have to understand what is your strength, play on it, and that is what should bring out your portfolio. And that is what will make you stand apart as well. So that is very important for a good portfolio as well. So it's not necessary to have 100 projects, you can have just 5, but they should be good, complete projects which reflect you, your understanding of design and showcase your work.
So many a times I think that I have seen it happening. For example, if I do a project, I do it with my whole heart. The project reflects who I am, but it is not being accepted. So should I do some changes to make it more acceptable so that I can present my thing more in a more better way?
One needs to understand why it's not been accepted. Maybe the people you're presenting it to is not the right audience. And I'm not talking from a jury perspective, I'm talking from a general people perspective over here. So maybe your target audience is not right. So maybe you're presenting it to the wrong people. And the minute you do, presentation to the right target audience, it will be accepted. That could be the problem. Or it could be that the way you are saying what you're trying to say maybe needs to be tweaked. So bottom line is you need to understand why it is not being accepted before going and changing everything. So that is very important. Even if you want to make the changes, you need to understand what is it that you need to change.
So I think this would help a lot of us.
Yeah, I hope so.
So ma'am, if I talk primarily about fashion design, so styling is a very important feature. So how should budding designers like me incorporate styling at this initial stage?
I think styling is something we all do. We all have a unique sense of style. I mean, even our parents at home, our grandparents, children, especially children nowadays, everybody has a unique sense of style. It's all there. And what is style? It's basically an expression of self. So as budding designers, it's very important to express yourself, and fashion allows you to do that. Styling is another way of expressing yourself or expressing who you are, right? So as designers, you are your best canvas actually.
So ma'am, thank you so much for providing such a great direction to our thoughts.
Welcome.
And I've experienced it before also because you were my jury member and we had some really great meaningful discussions.
Good, I'm happy. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, this was a great session indeed. I hope it helped grind your creative juices as much as they did mine. For more such videos, make sure you follow Chitkara Design School. Until then, this is me, Rhythm, signing off.